Yeah. So in the last class, first we have seen about the syllabus for advanced cost accounting, semester 3. So total there are 6 topics: process costing, equivalent production, overheads, activity-based costing, return on investment and residual income calculation, target costing, transfer pricing, and inflation accounting. So if you will see the first 2 topics, process costing and overheads, this you have already done in your previous classes in BCom, BAF, etc. These 2 topics are already covered. Remaining topics are new topics. Okay, target costing, transfer pricing, return on income calculation, residual income calculation, etc. are new topics. Okay, so we have started the discussion with the target costing. So just before continuing with the topic, let us have a brief discussion of what we have already discussed about target costing concepts, and one illustration also we have discussed in the last class. So we will just have a brief recap of what we have done in the previous class. So everybody know the main objective of costing or cost accounting, you can say, is the determination of the cost of the price, cost of the product or services. Okay, product or services. So determination of cost of product or service is the basic objective of costing. And after determining the cost of the product or service, we will add the profit and we will get the price of the goods or service. So it is very important that you should properly determine the cost of the product. And there are various rules, standards available for determining the cost of the product or service. Okay, there are well set rules how to determine the cost of a product or services. Okay, cost accounting standards are there. So based on that, we will determine the cost of the product or services, and on that we will add the desired markup, that is profit. Then we will get the price of the product. So this is the traditional approach. First, we will decide the cost of the product. In that, we will add our desired profit markup. Then we will get the price of the product. Okay. But one disadvantage is there in this method is that the customer may not buy at that price. Okay. For example, simple example, if you will take 1,000 rupees is the cost of producing an article. And in that, if you will add 200 rupees as your profit, for example, then price of that product will become 1,200. Correct? Logical, no? Cost is 1,000 and profit is 200. Then your total selling price will become 1,200. But customer should buy the product at this price, no? So this is a very drawback of the traditional approach, that first you decide the cost, then you add the profit, then you determine the selling price, because it may not be customer friendly or it is not a market oriented approach. So to overcome this difficulty or drawback, a new alternative approach is developed, which is called as target costing. Okay, target costing means what? It is a market driven approach. Okay, it is a reverse. Just now we have understood traditionally how price was determined. First we will determine the cost of the product, then we will add the profit to that product, then we will get the selling price of that product. But one major drawback is that customer may not buy at that price. Okay, to overcome this difficulty, new approach is developed, which is called as target costing. Okay, target costing is a reverse process. In target costing, what happens? First, we will find out the selling price of the product. Okay, before manufacturing the product, what we will do, we will first find out the selling price. That is the price at which the customer will buy the product or services. Okay, from that we will reduce the desired profit, then we will get the target cost. Means this is the cost within which you should produce your product. Okay, if you are able to produce the product within this target cost, then you can produce that product. Otherwise, you should not produce that product. So this is the concept of target costing. For example, we will go reverse approach. Suppose customers are willing to buy your product only at 800 rupees, and you are willing to earn 150 as a profit in this product. So what should be your cost, minimum cost, which you should produce? It should be 650. No? So you should see whether you can produce an article at 650 rupees. Okay, maintaining the quality of that product. Quality is also important. No? So you should see whether you can produce the article at 650 rupees using the available resources and quality. And after that, you should decide whether you should produce that product or not. So this is a target costing. It is a reverse approach. So in target costing, selling price less expected profit is the target cost. So this is the concept of target cost. So one illustration we have already done. Today we will see one more illustration on target costing. So everybody read this illustration. Poland toy company KTC expects a successful launch toy H based on the Disney character. So one toy company is there, KTC. It is expecting to launch a new toy H. Okay. And KTC must pay 15% royalty on the selling price to Disneyland. Okay. So KTC will manufacture a toy named H, and for manufacturing that toy, it has to pay royalty charges to Disneyland. This is the first thing. KTC targets a selling price of 100 per toy. Okay, so expected selling price is how much? 100. Profit is 25% on selling price. Following are the cost data given for producing this toy. See, rupees per toy data is given. Component H1, component H2, 8.5 per toy. H2 is 7. Labor is 0.40 hour at the rate 60 per hour. So it will be 24 rupees per toy. And overhead cost is 13.5 per toy. So if you will add this cost, you will get the cost of producing one toy. Okay, this is the cost per toy. So if you will add this total, you will get the cost per toy. Cost per toy. Clear? And other details are given. Selling price per toy is given. What is the selling price per toy? 100 rupees. Correct. Selling price per toy is how much? 100 rupees, no? And what is the expected profit percentage? 25%. So we can get the target cost per toy. Anybody calculate? Selling price minus expected margin will give the target cost. Means which is should be the minimum cost, or you can say maximum cost for producing that product. Your cost should not exceed this target cost. So 100 minus 25% will be how much? Anybody calculate? 100 minus 25%. Yes, so that will be the target cost. Anybody is calculating? Okay, 75 is the target cost. So here additional detail is given. In addition, each toy requires 0.625 kg of other material. Cost is 16 per kg of that material, which is not usable in manufacture. Determine if the above cost structure is within the target cost. Okay, very simple question. First, we have to find out the target cost, which will be the maximum cost, which maximum cost for producing. So if your actual cost is exceeding the target cost, listen properly. See, actual cost will be different. Target cost is just your finding out that what should be the maximum cost which a company can afford to bear for producing the product at the targeted selling price and desired profit margin. Okay, then you have to compare this target cost with actual cost. If actual cost is more than the target cost, then you should not produce that product. Okay, so that we will understand in this illustration. See, what is the targeted selling price? 100 rupees. Royalty is 15%. So you have to give royalty also, no? So your will be 85 rupees only. 100 rupees is the selling price. In that 15%, you have to give royalty to Disneyland. It is said in the question, no? You have to give royalty of 15% to Disneyland. So 100 minus 15 is 85. Okay. Less profit at 25%. This is the desired profit. So 85 is at 25% will be how much? 85 is 25% or 100 is 25%? 100 is 25%, no? Because it is said that profit is at 25% of selling price. Understood? So 100 into 25% will be 25. But net effective selling price is 85 only. Okay, so 85 minus 25. So our target cost is 60. Means if you want to produce this toy H, you have to produce it within rupees 60. If you are not able to produce within 60 rupees, then you should not produce this toy. Understood? So first we have calculated the target cost, target selling price minus royalty, which is a compulsory charge to the Disneyland. So you will get the effective selling price 85. Desired profit is 25% on the selling price, which is 25, and target cost is 60. Now let us see whether actual cost is within 60 or it is more than 60 or it is less than 60. Let us calculate the actual cost. Actual cost calculation is simple. See, cost per toy is given in the question. Component H is 8.5 rupees. Component H2 required is 7 rupees. Labor is 24 per toy. Specific overhead is 13.5. Other materials they are given. No, here one additional material is required, which is 16 per kg, and for this toy you require 0.625 kg. So what will be the cost of this material? Simple, 0.6 kg into 16. So 10 rupees is the 10 rupees per toy is the cost of other material. If you will add all this cost, you will get the actual cost for manufacturing this toy. It is 63 rupees. And our target cost was how much? 60 rupees. No? So now you should produce this product or not product. If you will manufacture at 63, then it will be at a disadvantage position because target cost is only 60. Understood? So you should not produce this product. But once the actual cost is more than the target cost, you should not produce this product. So this is the concept of target cost. And the difference between actual cost and target cost is called as cost gap. Actual cost and target cost is called as the cost gap. Difference between actual cost and target cost is called as the cost gap. Write and keep, it can come in examination. Difference between actual cost and target cost is called as the cost gap. Understood? Understood everybody this illustration? You can note it down fastly or go through this illustration once. Transnet Limited is engaged in the production of 4 products. For Transnet Limited is producing 2 products, A, B, C, and D. Price charge for the 4 products are 180, 175, 130, and 180 respectively. So this company, Transnet Limited, is producing 4 products, A, B, C, and D. Price charge for each product is given. Market research has indicated that if the Transnet Limited can reduce the selling price of its product by 5 rupees. So market research says that if the company reduces the price of the product by 5 rupees, it will be successful in getting bulk orders and gain a significant share of market is of these products. The company's profit markup is 25% on cost. Here you have to be a little bit careful. Here company's profit markup is on cost. The relevant information of the products are as follows. Compute the target cost of each product. So very simple question. What is we have to calculate just the target cost of this product. So 4 products are there, product A, product B, product C, and product D. Present price, market price of this each product is given in the question. 180, 175, 130, and 180. Clear? Proposed price will be -5 of each products at current selling price, because market research says that if the company reduces the price by 5 rupees, it will get bulk orders. So revised selling price or proposed selling price will be 180 minus 5, 175 for product A, 175 minus 5 for product B, 130 minus 5 for product C, and 180 minus 5 for product D. Clear? This is the proposed selling price. So what will be the target cost? Anybody can tell me what will be the target cost? Proposed selling price, that is the target selling price minus desired profit margin. What will be the desired profit margin percentage? 25% or some other percentage? So desired selling price we have calculated for each product, 175, 170, 125, 170. From this, if we will reduce the profit percentage, we will get the target cost. So what percentage you should reduce from this target selling price? Anybody If you want, you can refer the question. What will be the target selling price? Or you can say what should be the profit margin which you should reduce from the selling price? 25% or some other percentage? Yes. Okay. Here wording is 25% on the cost, but we require profit on selling price because we are reducing in the selling price now. So if you will apply the conversion table, 25% profit on cost will become 20% profit on selling price. So this is the conversion. If profit is given on cost, if it is 25%, it will become 25% profit on selling price. Okay. So if you will reduce 25% from the proposed selling price, desired selling price, you will get the target cost. Calculate and see, you will get the target cost because this is selling price no. So percentage should be also be profit on the selling price only. Understood? So 175 minus 25%, 170 minus 25, 20%, 125 minus 20%, and 175 minus 20%. You will get the target cost. This is the conversion of profits. 25% profit on cost means 20% profit on selling price. Clear, everybody? You can note down this illustration. I'll take some screenshot and keep for your reference. Okay, understood everybody? Yes or no?